It's only blooming Friday, isn't it?
I can't wait until today's over.
Oh, that's a nice Friday thought, isn't it, to kickstart proceedings?
I'll tell you why in a little bit. I'll tell you why.
Welcome back to the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa and Dunstan Garden Centre, Bistro and
all the things.
Hall Estates. There's a lot there.
All the estates. All our estates. Thank you so much if you've come back again to listen. If you're new, then welcome. Welcome to the fam.
I want to start off with some exciting news.
Go on. Do I know this news?
You do.
Oh, okay.
You do. Yeah. So we've just had our... Hang on, actually.
We've just had our what?
I was going to say something confirmed.
Have we?
But is this our first guest on the podcast?
Right.
You were looking really panicked then.
Yes, I think it is.
So normally it's just been me and thee.
Yeah.
Hasn't it? Which,
it's fine.
Is absolutely fine.
It's fine by us.
Just how we like it.
You're my special guest every day, love.
We're getting worse with that, aren't we?
Oh, God.
I feel like Laura and I are getting more antisocial, but perhaps we'll talk about that in another podcast or maybe on our Patreon.
Yes.
I don't know what we're talking about. You need to listen to yesterday's episode. Anyway, right. We have
special guest.
Yes, on Monday. So you need to be listening to the podcast on Monday because we have got Damon A. Cole on the show.
Damon, the Christmas hiker.
Yes. Now, if you have heard us talk about this was on last season.
I think it was our last one, maybe not, maybe the last week.
Yeah.
We discovered him, didn't we? He put a post out basically about going on a hike on Christmas Day. In fact, he's doing lots of hikes, not just one bloody hike. He's all over the shop.
He is. He's hiking this weekend, actually.
Is he?
He's just told me, yeah. In fact, if you are in the Peak District this weekend and you see a man in a Santa hat, that'll be him.
He's wearing a Santa hat this weekend.
He's doing a photo shoot in the Peaks with a Santa hat on.
Damon's got quite famous now, hasn't he?
Yeah. Oh,
is he going to be on TV?
Yes. I was just going to say that. He's, I don't know if we're allowed to say this actually, but we are.
Well, don't. Well, wait till he can tell us, surely. Don't do any spoilers, Becky.
Yeah, no, mate, you've done the spoiler.
Why? What's that?
Like TV, or was that on his stories?
Oh, God.
He might not come on Monday now. I might be like those two. Yes, I think there is something exciting.
No, he did. He put it on his stories. I don't think I've spoiled anything. Sorry, Damon. Should we just shut up and say, listen on Monday?
He's going to be on Monday,
yes.
Yeah. And the ladies seem to really like Damon as well. And
do they?
They do.
They do.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen him, do go and have a look on his Insta. It's at damon.a.cole.
Right, so about a couple of weeks ago, you rang me. Was it quite late at night? It was about 8:30 at night, wasn't it? Or you messaged me going, May. I was like, oh, what? And you're like, I just had something in my garden.
You know, like if you live on your own, or even if you're in your house on your own just for a night, if the other half's out or the kids are away or whatever, sometimes you get a bit spooked, don't you?
Yes.
And I get spooked really easily.
How did you hear something in your garden? Were you in your garden?
No, so I was just going around the house, like turning the lights off and things before going up to bed.
Yeah.
And I heard a noise. It sounded like something tipping over outside. And I thought, oh, what's that? And then, what was that?
That was just a door from the office outside. Oh. God, Lord, Jesus. You're safe. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and it's daylight and you're with me in an office.
Place.
Yeah, I really don't think there's any threat to your life.
So bad, aren't I? So bad. Then my outside sensor light came on. Right. And I thought, right, there's definitely a murderer in my garden. So what I did then, I turned all the lights out so that they couldn't see me, but I could look out into the garden and see them. But I was really scared. Like the heart was going. I was, sweating on the upper lip. And that's when I messaged you and I was like, oh, mate. Anyway, the story gets weirder. As I was then looking out of, it was Lily's bedroom window into the garden, couldn't see anyone, an email pings up on my phone.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
She screenshotted this email and she went, I'm really scared because I've just got this as well. And I read it and I was like, she has lost her tiny little mind and I'm not going over there to save her because I know she's totally safe.
Oh my God. Oh,
have you got it?
So it popped up and it was from An Abraham Ibrim.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know anyone called
And what did
Abraham Ibrim.
What did Abraham want? Was he like, hiya, Becky, just let you know, I'm just about to murder you. I'm in your back garden. Thanks, kind regards. Looking forward to hearing from you soon, Abraham.
He just put, hi, F you. That's what he put. Okay, so I'm not in my right mind at this
Do you know
moment.
what I would have loved if you'd have been at Lily's window like, oh, what's that noise? And then Abraham just like walks down your garden with their laptop, just looks up at you and presses send.
But that's what I thought in my mental mind, because I was all kind of like a bit nervous and on edge. I literally thought, this Abraham guy.
He's emailed me.
He's in my garden. He's emailed me from my garden to tell me to F myself. That's what I thought. And I literally thought, Abraham's going to break in tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm in bed.
He's giving you a bit of warning, though.
Yeah, which is nice.
And some
him.
evidence.
Yes. Thanks, Abraham. I mean, obviously, that was spam, right? Now that I'm here in the light of day, in my sane mind, I know that Abraham was spam. But then I did not think he was spam.
Have you emailed him back since? Maybe you should just be like, hiya, Abraham. Well, thank you for that.
Or should I say, hang on, Abraham, that's a little bit of a harsh email.
Oi! You should be like,
hey,
you stop. Would your mum be proud?
Yeah, come on, Abraham.
Yeah, and CC me into it, please. Okay, Dunstan Hall Garden Centre. And they are our lovely new sponsors. Basically, it's Christmas. Who doesn't love a garden centre at Christmas? I have a few I go to, actually. I'm not going to mention them, obviously, now. But Dunstan Hall is on top of my list.
It's our favourite one, isn't it? I was driving home last night from getting Lily from the school run, and obviously it's getting dark already. I drive past, I think it's 2 or 3 garden centres. They all had the Christmas lights and the Christmas decorations up. First time I've noticed it yesterday.
Dunstan have got Breakfast with Santa, which I actually believe is sold out already.
It's so popular there, but
we've seen the grotto.
Oh
my God, you can get married in there as well. I mean,
what is not to love?
What is not to love?
But keep an eye on their socials and their website, because if they do get a slot or they open up any more, then, take your kids for Breakfast with Santa. I want to take Lil.
Yeah, if you are in kind of like Derbyshire, South Yorkshire, and it's the weekend now, a lot of people are getting Christmassy, and you're thinking, which garden centre should we go to? Dunstan Hall. Pop it in Google Maps, get yourself there. You will love it.
You won't be disappointed, and you'll probably see us there as well.
And come Monday, we've got a giveaway.
Yes, this is so exciting. In fact, Monday's podcast is big. We've got Damon,
Christmas,
and we've got a giveaway.
Christmas. Now, because you were talking about someone in your garden, and I was talking about this with someone else the other day, why don't you get... This sounds like we're sponsored, but we're not. Why don't you get a Ring doorbell? Have you seen these?
So are these the ones where you get a camera on your doorbell?
It's a doorbell camera, but also not only is it a camera, you can speak to the people that are there.
I love the idea of this. See, my friends, Dave and Cam, who I've spoken about before on the podcast, they've got, hang on, sorry. Cam was staying with Dave for a bit. So it's Dave's house. Cam was staying with Dave for a bit. And he used to have one of them. Well, no, he's still got one. So I'm really distracted because someone's ringing me. In fact, it's Emma, who's a regular listener to the
she'll
podcast.
Love it.
I'm not answering the phone just because we're in the middle of the podcast, love.
Yeah.
I will call you back after. Right, so what was I saying? So Dave has got one of these Ring bells.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. So sometimes Dave and I used to go for a coffee and Cam would be at his house. And actually he had them in the house as well. And we could see what Cam was up to in the house. So we'd literally press on a thing and go, all right, Cam, what are you doing?
Is that a Ring doorbell inside your house?
So you can get them inside as well, but he has got one of the ones where you can see who's at the door, and like a little alarm goes off. I think if someone's at your door, you can have a look and speak to them. And then we'd say to Cam, we'd be like, a beer at 10 in the morning, Cam. We could see what he was up to.
Do you remember who else used to do that? Do you remember?
Oh,
do you remember?
Well, it is a little bit of an invasion of privacy.
Well, actually, we can just talk about it. So the radio station that we worked at, there was like a hidden camera in there, and the guy used to basically spy on us, but he'd turned the light off. Because when a camera comes on, a little red light goes on. He turned the light off so we couldn't tell when it was on.
Like, how did we find out about that? I can't remember. You told me.
Someone told us.
Oh, yeah. So we didn't even know. So Laura and I would be having conversations about all sorts.
Oh yeah, all sorts.
All sorts in the studio whilst doing the radio show. And we had no idea that our boss was spying on us and listening into what we were saying.
I think they used to say that it was only on if no one was in there, and if it detected motion, it would turn on. But then he'd scheduled it so it wouldn't turn on when we arrived in work. And you're like, bollocks.
Yeah, as if you're going to do that.
Imagine
was
though. Imagine, and then because we'd cottoned onto it, what we used to do is we used to message each other, didn't we, and go out the studio. I got to tell you, so we used to just go downstairs in the kitchen.
Yeah, or we'd WhatsApp each other. There were sometimes though when we forgot, and do you remember we'd be talking away, and we'd say something, and we'd be like, "Shit,
the camera."
The bloody camera's probably heard everything we've said. Because you do forget, obviously.
100% would have watched that. 100%.
I mean, it was like we were living in Big Brother, wasn't it, doing that radio show?
Yeah.
Because Big Brother was watching.
Literally watching us.
Yeah, it is a bit out of order, that, really.
A bit? Could you imagine? I think it's probably illegal. Should we sue?
Oh, can't be asked, can you?
Right, what's going on in the world?
So I'm excited about this, and I know you are as well. This weekend, I'm a Celeb starts. And it's just all come together nicely, innit? Because the nights are drawing in. It's back in Australia.
Yes.
Ant and Dec are back. And we've got Matt Hancock.
The lineup this year is so good. Boy George, I hope he kicks. I reckon he's got a right old temper on him.
Can you tell me the lineup? Because I don't know all of them. I obviously know a few of them, but I don't know the whole lineup this year.
TV, let's see if I can find it.
I really want to know who's in there with Matt. So Matt Hancock is going in later, isn't he, with...
Sean Walsh.
Who's the Lothario from Strictly, was called Snogging the Dancer.
So Chris Moyles, he's going to be really good.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. So Olivia Atwood, she's going to be really good.
She won't hold back, will she?
No. Who else have we got? There's so Boy George. Boy George is 61.
Is he?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So we've got Boy George. We've got Sue Cleaver from Corrie. Sue Cleaver. Oh, I've clicked off her now. Owen Warner from Hollyoaks. Don't know who he is. Scarlett. Look at you.
Craning my neck to look at the screen.
He's all right. Scarlett Douglas, former presenter of Place in the Sun.
Oh.
Mike Tyndall, a royal.
Excellent.
Mate, I bet he's signed someone to say he can't say bits and bobs. Charlene White from Loose Women. There's always someone from Loose Women.
Hey. I don't know her.
Yeah, she's on. Chris Moyles, going to be great.
Yeah, he'll be good.
He'll be good. She's the footballer.
Oh,
she'll be good.
Yeah. Who?
I don't know. Her, she's good. Olivia, that's it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, look, the best one for me was when Noel Edmonds went in. Do you remember Noel Edmonds and Thingy Redknapp?
Oh, yes.
And I loved it. I loved that.
I loved the Paul Burrell one.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm not being funny. Like, I don't know half these celebrities. I don't know whether that means I'm getting old.
But you throw in Matt Hancock, you throw in Chris Moyles, you throw in Olivia Atwood, Boy George, they'll be great.
I mean, do you think we could get on?
Next year?
Yeah,
would you do it? I'd rather do
to
Strictly. I still think we should apply for The Apprentice as a couple. I think we'd kill it.
Laura and I have been talking about this. So obviously you normally apply as one person. We would only go on together. But that'd be something a bit different, wouldn't it? We'd go on as a pair.
I think.
Do you think Lord Sugar would have a...
Sorry, what the hell? It's your dog. It's your dog. It's your fucking dog. Oh my God. I forgot your fucking dog was in here. Jesus. Oh my God. It's the dog. It's a bloody dog. Becky's dog's in the office and I forgot. I mean, this dog, how old is it now? 50?
He's 19. He's 19 and he's small. He's a chihuahua.
Oh my God, I forgot. Anyway, I'm just going to...
I thought there was a spider on me. Oh God. I could just see you looking over my shoulder. Don't do that to me.
There's a therapist next door. I know. Someone's having therapy and we're screaming at a chihuahua.
God, that's so bad.
Okay, right.
I'm not going to recover from that.
Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa are our sponsors. And in fact, we've got a call with them today. A very exciting call. Don't you hate it when people do this?
So annoying.
Yeah, I've got like a really exciting meeting. We can't tell you what it's about, guys, but stay tuned and you'll find out.
But to be fair, though, exciting.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, it really is exciting, but that's all we can tell you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need to have a look at them. We were talking about this yesterday actually on Instagram because they've just released some really nice festive nights and festive packages. They've actually got one on, is it New Year's Eve?
Has it got a New Year's Eve party going on?
I think they have, yeah. He hasn't done a poo in here, has he?
Oh, stop it, Becky.
I can smell something really funny then, sorry. Sorry, Ringwood, in the middle of your sponsor. Right. Fun and tiara. What do you think?
What the hell is going on?
Sorry, hang on. What do you think that says there?
What?
It's their top one on Ringwood's Insta.
Tux and tiara.
Oh,
Tux
it said
and
fun
tiara.
or sun.
Tuxedos and tiaras.
Tux and tiara, black tie dinner. This is actually Boxing Day at Ringwood Hall. This looks amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, 26.
Wow.
No, sorry, not Boxing Day.
I didn't think it would be
November.
Boxing Day. If I'm honest, I was a bit like, nah.
Yeah, Ringwood, sorry about this.
Should we start again?
Nah, be fine.
Okay, just check out Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa. They're amazing. We love them.
All the deets are on their Insta.
I feel like this is going to shit today.
I love it though.
I've got a bloody event running today. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10:15.
Maybe this is a good omen though. You know, if it all goes wrong in here today, it means that it won't go wrong for the event. I always think that's how it goes. Mate. So, actually, we both did something similar last night on our Insta story. So I popped the link to our podcast on yesterday, but because we were talking about our Christmas party that we just announced,
Yes.
I thought I'm going to pop some Christmas music on the story.
Yeah.
So I went in with Mariah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got quite a bit of stick yesterday on Instagram for putting on a Christmas song in November.
Did you now?
I did. Abuse, some may call it.
I, you know me. My feelings on this is that I'm going to try. I don't understand why the 1st of November is suddenly Christmas. I just don't get that.
I think this year we just need it. Somebody actually messaged me last night as well and went, I'm normally a right Scrooge, but this year I'm here for it. I'm ready.
I'm the opposite. But last night, my husband was pootling away on the piano, started playing Home Alone, and I did stop in my tracks and I went, play it again for me. Yeah, so I kind of like sat on the sofa with a cup of tea and he was playing Home Alone.
And he did Jingle Bells, didn't he?
I did everything. I mean, to be fair, you'll find this funny. I sat there watching him playing the piano and I thought, that's what did it for me. I remember now. Because he's so musical. My husband has never had a music lesson in his life.
So where's he picked up all these skills
He can
from?
just do it.
He's
amazing.
Like
Mozart.
He's very good, isn't he?
I mean, it's incredible. You know, when you sit and watch, I mean, I was like there, got a little bit
Is that
like...
what made you want to marry him?
I got a little bit excited.
Watching those fingers on those ivory keys. Yeah. Tink, tink, tink. Ding, ding, ding.
Fiddling away. Yeah, and then he picked up a guitar, started playing that, and I was like...
He had, I noticed that he had headphones on when he was doing that.
Yes.
What's that all about?
So the headphones are for the piano, so it's because it's an electric... It doesn't look like an electric piano, but it actually is. So he can plug his headphones in. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, God, will you stop playing that bloody piano? But when it's a Christmas carol, it does things. Yeah, I was like, yeah. So I recorded him on my Instagram, and lots of other women actually were like, oh, my God. And I was like, yeah.
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 Did they want to borrow him?
Yeah, well, they can. With his piano as well, to be fair.
But you didn't get any abuse then for putting Christmas songs on?
No, people loved it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, almost got some requests as well.
Do you know what?
Patreon. Let's pimp my husband out.
Why don't we get him on the piano one night and people can actually request a song?
Right, on our Patreon.
I love this. Yeah.
Right, let's do that. But I have to say, I nearly brought Christmas pyjamas yesterday. I didn't.
Hang on.
I didn't.
It was literally yesterday on the podcast. You were like,
I know.
No, I'm not going to do it. I gave you 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, it's happened in a day. Literally a day.
Yeah, I nearly did. They didn't have the sizes I wanted. So I haven't. Okay,
well done you.
I haven't. But after this firework display tonight, I might get my Christmas mugs out.
I knew this was going to happen.
I might do it, Dal.
Quickly as well.
And we're filming lots of Christmas stuff this weekend.
We are, so it gets you in the mood, doesn't it? And we announced our ladies' Christmas party yesterday.
Now, if you fancy a Christmas party with us, then head to our Instas. We'll put the link on for Eventbrite, which has got the event on it. It's only £14.50 a ticket. But if you put pod20 in, you get 20% off.
Yeah.
Just for you. You need to come along.
You need to do it quick because people will be after this code. So if you want to get a nice cheap ticket nice and early, then get and do it.
Yeah, if you need any more info, then just email us, thelauraandbeckyshow@gmail.com, or just message us on our Instagram.
Yeah.
That's
luck
it.
with your event today, love.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go on.
That's better.
Rich will love those. He loves doesn't he?
They're for Rich then. There you go.
Just for you, Rich.
Right, I'm off to sort this. I'm going to stand in a field all day.
Yeah, hope your fireworks goes well, love.
Have a good weekend. We'll be back on Monday with
Damon A. Cole.
Go on, Damon.